What it takes to fall in love? Well, uh, to fall in love is to realize that you have to give up a lot of things for yourself. And instead, you have to think now that you have another person to give your attention to. And they say that it's very much important that you have to be selfless if you fall in love. Well, there are a lot of things or sayings or standards that people set when you fall in love. But based on my experience about falling in love, it is not an easy task. It is not an easy task to do it. Really. To be honest, I believe way back then, I believe that there is one great love each and every one of us, you know, are destined with. But eventually I realized, yeah, there is such a thing as one great love. But then you can fall in love and in the event that it didn't work, you get hurt. And good thing is, surprisingly, you can fall in love again. Based on my opinion, I have fallen in love back then, and I thought it's gonna last until I'm 60, you know, until I'm older. But for some reason it didn't work, and it's really painful. There are many nights of crying. There are many days of thinking about what happened, what went wrong, and there were really sad times. And eventually, little by little, I was able to cope up, and I was able to, so to speak, fall in love again. And then it's the same way. Although I have created a standard about falling in love for the first time, but then the second time around, you fall in love, although you have standard, it's different. But one constant thing there is the feelings. And mind you, you cannot control your feelings. People might say it's easy to control feelings, it's easy to forget about it, just let go and move on and things like that. But you know, there's a person, when you get hurt, when you lost someone, it is really painful and it lingers. The pain lingers and stays for a very long time. Yeah, to be honest, up until now, I'm still mourning for the loss. I'm still mourning for the heartbreak which I've experienced a few years back. Yeah. To fall in love is to fight and survive the feelings. And it has to be two-way. If you're falling in love to someone who is not in love with you, then might as well, no matter how painful it is, you have to wake up and let it go. And try as hard as possible to move on. Because to fall in love is two-way. The other person must also be, you know, in love with you. And if that doesn't happen, and you're the only one, who's giving love, it is not going to be a healthy relationship. Welcome to martyrdom when that happens. But yeah, in my own experience, I almost come to a point where I forget myself. Whatever I have, I give it to the person whom I'm in love with. It doesn't matter if, I don't have anything at all left for me. Just as long as I pleases that someone that gives my heart, that feeds my heart. And I'm happy with that. Even though I know that I'm on the losing end. But that is one great thing about us. Real people, we have these feelings and we cannot fake it. So I suggest you guys, if that time comes that you'll be able to fall in love, or you find someone you want to spend the rest of your life with, grab the opportunity, because you'll never know when it's gonna end. Of course, you're not gonna think about when it is going to end, but yes, soon it will end. And when it ended, what's left are the memories. What's left are the feelings. And if it is ended to a heartbreak, you will be proud of yourself that you have fought a good fight and you have done your part to make the relationship work. But behind it, of course, is the acceptance that really it happens. Sometimes relationship didn't work. Know that pain is not permanent, and know that one day you will be happy again and you will find that love again, and do not hesitate to embrace it again, because that's what life is. We get to experience different kinds of things, some painful, some not. Some give you happiness, and at the end of the day, you get to experience it. And when you're old, when you are 60, you'll tell yourself, you've had a very, very colorful love life. And if it happened that when you are 60 and you are still with your partner, then that's a different thing. That's something you really, really have to be proud of. But when you were 60 and you were alone, at least you tried. And now that you're alone, well, find ways to enjoy the moment. Find ways to enjoy your life. Do not succumb with the thought that you could have done this, you could have did that, and you're not going to succumb yourself with the thought of the what ifs. Yeah. Enjoy every moment. Experience love, get hurt, and at the end of the day, be proud of yourself because you were able to love. you are blessed that you are able to love, because not everyone are being blessed with that kind of vulnerable feelings. And of course, most importantly, be thankful to God that He has given you the time and opportunity to experience love. Yeah. I guess that I'd be able to help someone who is undergoing painful, or someone is undergoing pain right now because of a heartbreak. Remember, always remember, pain is not permanent. You give yourself the time to experience that pain. You cry. You cry. And one day, one morning, before you know it, it's gone. And you're ready to face the world again, ready to get out again and live your life. God bless everyone.